You know what's going to happen? It's going to be RDT versus the Good Doctor in the ring at the League
I would knock that motherfucker out.
Oof.
Oh, you did?
Wow. Damn, he must have had a Red Bull.
If he had gone up to any of my talent at the fucking at the table, this big event, he'd have been escorted away immediately. Like, Bundy didn't want anything to fucking do with him in Allentown. Like, he tried to play some fucking stupid trick, him and fucking Wendy Richter, with a fucking fake cockroach. Oh, can you imagine if Bundy would have saw the fucking cockroach? Oh, he'd have fucking flipped out.
Bundy would have ate it.
Bundy would have. What happened? Yeah, well, Bundy,
Oh my god. Yeah, there's actually a YouTube video out there of Dillon wrestling.
Oh my god.
His name is go to everybody who's watching and listening as we're simulcasting on Facebook Live and the Damage 365 Radio Network via Spreaker. Fargo, like Wells Fargo, Fargo Hines. No, I'm sorry, I'm lying. Fargo Fulton. Fargo Fulton.
Oh my god.
Richie, are you on a WrestleCon?
I'm 50-50 whether I am or not.
Well, because we can set up a match, so I'm sure somebody will promote this.
Well, CZW's down there, so maybe we can have one of those death matches.
Yeah, call Rob Fury. The gate was a little light tonight, brother.
Yeah, well, if you want to do it for free, yeah. He'll get you next time, brother.
He'll get you next time. I'll pay you chicken nuggets.
Richie, what do you think the predictions would be with you versus Dillon Hines?
He probably outweighs you by about 30 pounds, so keep that into effect.
What do you think, Richie? How would you handle him?
All I'd have to do is poke him in the eye, he'd fucking fall down.
Ooh, he's resorting to cheating.
Listen, that's not a lot of cheating.
Well, first of all, where he's from in North Carolina, you could probably just, run a goat by him and he'll probably, chase the goat. Well, we better be careful because we might get sued for harassment.
Stop being so passive-aggressive, NASA.
Yeah, fuck that guy too.
Oh my god. I thought you were... I'm literally listening to this video as I'm walking home from work, and I'm listening to it the entire way home. I'm in tears crying because you're screaming at the top of your lungs because this kid I couldn't even understand what he was talking about, and then he's speaking double, triple time. It's like, I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't.
What
you know
is
what?
so hard?
I don't get that mad that often that I get like that, but dude, he dumb.
He puts you to the boiling point.
Let's put it this way: if he was standing if he was in this state, I would have left my house and went to go beat the shit out of him.
Jesus Christ!
I mean, he was just arrogant, obnoxious, marble mouth. I don't make fun of people because they're hillbillies or they live in the South. Because I got a lot of friends. I got family that live in the South. I don't give a shit about that. But that was his little scapegoat freaking insult. Y'all from the North don't know what you're talking about. And you're always resorting to violence and cussing and... Shut up. Like, really?
Yeah.
He agreed to come on the show. He texted me to remind me to call him. But yet he wants to come on here and insult us.
He admitted it on Facebook, too. I saw the whole thread.
Unbelievable. I can't wait to read the comments after...
And I don't know if you know, but the show was an ECWA show because it was an all-girls...
that's it. I always confuse ECWA and ECPW, which I shouldn't because one is really, really shitty and the other one's really good.
Very shitty.
Yeah. That's one of them.
They do like the Super 8 tournament every year with all.
Yeah, it's called a chick fight or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
And the guy that runs hockey's page from the UK, his name is Steve Walton. which I've done it he used to do Hockey Talk Man's radio show, on the Blog Talk Radio Network. A very nice man. I've dealt with Steve on a bunch of occasions.
So, all right, let me ask you, since you know who he is, do you think that he would be the one to call Karen Q a CUNT on Facebook?
Definitely not.
So
Steve,
it was either the Hockey Talk Man or it was Dillon.
No, it's definitely Dillon.
It was Hockey. First of all, if you look at the content of the conversation, the person speaks in the third person. Always refers to himself as the Hockey Talk Man. Let me see. Let's see. Smart ass to Honky Tonk Man. Don't even know her name. Failed tryout last week in WWE and has attitude. Never make it to big stage. Look, I don't like the Honky Tonk Man, but he definitely does not talk like he's mentally challenged.
No, he does not. And number two, Steve is such a respectful man. And I have conversations with Steve. Steve, if I could find them, I don't know where they are on Facebook, but if I find them, I'll send them to you. He is absolutely 100% spot on, professional, and respectful.
Yeah, well, that's why, that's probably why the Hockey Talk Man wouldn't take my call, is because he knew he had to answer to it, and he was just rather ignore it. But it's okay, because there's a lot of places like Sportskeeda and Dirt Sheets all out there that would love all the copies of these screenshots. They would love to write a story about how the Hockey Talk Man called a female indie talent a CUNT, but yet took pictures with her in the ring with her after she won a tournament, then went home and trashed her. So I'm sure a lot of people will love all this material I have on. That's why I just knew I had to screenshot it as soon as it was happening, because I knew it was going to be gone, and in less than 24 hours it was deleted.
Hey, is Bobby Fulton going to Icons?
Not to my knowledge.
I didn't see him on any of the posters.
I will not be at Icons in a week from now. I will be there, though, in January.
Yeah, I won't.
Of the Rumble.
There'll be one person that won't be at Icons, and that would be me.
I'll be there next week.
Oh, you're there with Earl?
I'm just bringing him there just to bring him, but Bud Carson got him.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's the 19th.
Yeah.
Why would he run a convention on the same day as the Survivor Series?
Because it doesn't matter, to be all honest. Survivor Series is in Houston. It wouldn't affect him at all.
Yeah, but some of these fans, this is like the Super Bowl to them. One of these, the founding four pay-per-views: Mania, SummerSlam, Survivor Series, Rumble.
It may affect the Indy show at night, but it won't affect the convention during the day.
Yeah, that was another thing I was questioning, is why anybody would run a show that night knowing that the Survivor Series was running. I mean, that's just a recipe for disaster.
Wait, what?
TakeOver is running that night. What happened?
Isn't Icon Saturday?
Icons is Saturday.
Icons is Saturday, but Allentown is Sunday, and then it's supposed to be a show that night too.
Oh.
So.
There's a show that night. Where?
In Jersey, because somebody reached out to me about, because I'm doing that pay-per-view party, and they wanted to know if the time. Who's running? That's On Point.
Why would you run a show the same night as Survivor Series?
It was either On Point or OTW, one or the other, because they were running early evening. Because they asked me, because I asked one of their guys if they wanted to do the emceeing for the Q&A, but they never would have made it there in time for it because of the other show. So, I don't know, man. I mean, I don't even know if the Survivor Series thing is even going to happen, to be honest with you. So,
why? What's going on?
Well, because Jimmy Hart's guy is giving us a hard time. And when we were in Allentown, he was texting Jeff, basically saying, "Call me now." And he was like, "I'm at a signing." He was like, "I can't call you now." And he was like, "Well, then don't book anything for Jimmy Hart." And he hasn't talked to him since. He's so scared because of the Brutus Beefcake situation. Because of Beefcake.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we agreed to do separate Q&As. A half hour of just Brutus and a half hour of just Jimmy Hart. How much more do you want us to bend for you? Now we got to cancel it? I can't. Posters are already done. Posters are already done. Up. It's already been advertised on the internet. I can't just change the talent, like that.
Yeah, I agree.
So what we might just do is we might just cancel that and just see if we can get Beefcake a second booking that night and make up for it. I mean, because his flight was literally nothing, so I'm not really worried about it.
Still, it's money lost.
Of course. Well, money not made is always money lost. Future revenue not made is a loss in my book. So, you know me, I don't like canceling shit. But
no, listen. You make a deal with the talent. You're a man of your word, or you have to honor the booking.
Yeah. Well, this is why I do not like dealing with booking agents, promoters. I don't like dealing with the middleman. I want to talk to that talent directly so I can get a tone of them through conversation, and and I don't have to wait for someone else to talk to them and then come back to me and then go back to them and then come back to me. I hate that shit.
Let me rephrase that. Yes, I agree with you, but if it's somebody that you know and trust, like a John Menachino, myself, Mooch, Joey, stuff like that.
Yeah, no, I'm not talking about guys that do the same thing I do. I'm talking about where I got to go to somebody to get in touch with the talent, and they're going to take all my information, relay it to the talent, get their response, and then bring it back to me, and it just goes back and forth for 3-4 days before anything happens. Meanwhile, it could all be accomplished in a 10-minute phone conversation.
Are you saying like talking about burying the book Haku?
But yeah, that was the dumbest thing I've ever heard. And then
that was absolutely ridiculous.
And then conveniently, 30 minutes before he's supposed to get on a plane, he decides to call him.
Yeah,
that's fucking ridiculous.
Absolute bullshit.
First off, shouldn't Haku call the guy, want to talk to the guy who's bringing him in? Maybe, I'm just saying, listen, guys are greedy in this business. Maybe Barbarian told him some wrong information or wrong pricing. I don't know. I would want to talk to the vendor himself. But.
Well, of course. And not for nothing, why didn't the promoter get in touch? Not blaming it on the promoter itself, whoever brought him to, who was supposed to bring the big event. But why wouldn't have Dillon have gotten Haku's phone number to the promoter? Because they're going to need to call him, or Haku's going to need to call them when he gets off the plane to tell him that he's coming out on the ramp.
Yes.
So when was that information going to be exchanged?
Well, Kevin, perfect example is how many times have you asked, "Oh, can you help me get this guy?"
Right.
Or with me, and I think I got Eric Young for you or somebody, or EC3, one of them.
Yeah, both of them, I think.
I set it up, but I gave you the phone number right away, and you contacted them yourself. Work out your deal,
Well, that's the difference. See, we're
same thing, vice versa. When I dealt with you with Lisa,
right?
When I booked you, Lisa.
Yeah, you got me in touch with her, and then A talked to B, and we handled it. There was no A talks to B, who talks to C, who talks to B, who talks to A. There was none of that. But look, I understand he's a broker. That's basically what he is. He's not a booking agent. He's not a promoter. He's a broker. He's like a sports agent. That's what he is. And
you know what he's like?
Well,
him and Steve Stasiak.
Well, yeah, he's another piece of shit. He is.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, he is.
But at least Steve Stasiak, I'll give him some credit. He has a half a brain. This kid is fucking clueless.
Look, I don't want to, whatever the way he acts. If there's a reason why he acts this way,
there's definitely something wrong up there.
If he's got problems, then he's got problems. I don't want to.
If you're saying he makes me look like a fucking scholar, there's an issue.
Oh, someone just posted on my Facebook page. You got to look at it. It's from Butthurt Trash Baggers match. Michael McMoney and the Great Kamado versus Bobby Fulton and Fargo Fulton.
Oh my God.
So anybody who's friends with me on Facebook, facebook.com/